Hi, this is Mike from Shadowmap, and I wanted to show you how all those different new features that we have been working on could be used together. So the cool thing about Shadowmap is that everything really works well together. So if you're talking solar analytics, our regular 3D data, our sunlight and shadow visualization, but also Google 3D tiles, it's all integrated and it all works in combination with each other. Also, of course, the studio functions by uploading your own custom 3D models. This all works with solar analytics. This all works with Google 3D tiles as well. So let me just show you. For example, right here, I'm in Brighton in the UK right now, and I have my sun vector, so the sun is coming from right over there. For the purpose of this video, let me toggle off the sun vector though, and now let's launch analytics for a quick preview. So you can see the beach, of course, has a pretty good yield of sunlight over the year, 93% of potential sunlight. And then, of course, if I exit analytics for a second, and then I switch to my Google 3D tile set, then I have this really cool view of Brighton and the beach side in Brighton, the pier. And then in combination with analytics, if I now also launch solar analytics on top of that, then I can see this is no problem either, and I get this really cool visualization of my sunlight potential. Rooftops get a lot of sun exposure, obviously. You can see this one here is a good candidate for a solar panel, 99% of potential sunlight over the year. And then we have some areas like these narrow alleyways here, where there's a few corners that probably reach around 0%. Well, 14% still, 11% of potential sunlight over the year here. But yeah, you can see the rooftops obviously reign supreme when it comes to solar panel installation. And now in combination with studio functions, meaning customizing your own 3D data, changing 3D data, let's have a look what that would be like. So let me just go back to my regular 3D data first. And with Studio, I can always either go inside a project I already created before. You can see right now I'm using 1 out of 10 projects, and let's just create a new project. So then I'll give it a name. I'll call it test project. One of the most creative names ever, obviously. And once I have created this project, then I will try to edit some of the 3D data in my map. So now that I'm inside my project, I can select any of the 3D models in here of the buildings, and I can also hide them. I can first of all hide them, and if I want to unhide my building again, I can find it here in the building overrides section. And if I just delete this override, that means I would unhide it again. So now it's back, and I can also change the height in meters. So it was set to 15 meters before. Let me change this to 30 meters. And now I can see, of course, the effect it has on the environment based on the new height in terms of shadow. But also, the cool thing is, if I do that, of course, it will also show me the analytics, the updated solar analytics information. So you can see that now there's some areas back here that reach less sunlight will reach them. So let me change this to even more. Well, let me actually select this building here and also make this taller. Let's also change it to 30 meters. And now you can see that like this region down here, it only receives 4% of potential sunlight. If I delete this building override, meaning I will reset its height again as well, and also delete the neighboring one, so then I'm at 10% of potential sunlight down here. So this is all fully interactive and all fully integrated the way it works. And this is one way how I can edit or change my 3D data. But the other way is, of course, to create a new shape. So if I create a new shape, it will bring me to this tool view here, and I can just draw any new shape in here. And if I reconnect it with the first vertex, the first point I drew, then it will create this 3D model for me. And you can see that it also already is included in the solar analytics visualization. So I mean, that's really cool. It's really quick, a perfect way to preview the solar potential. And of course, I can change its height. If I just select this newly drawn shape, I can come over here to the edit panel, go over to height, and I could make this a lower building, for example. Let's say this is only 4 meters tall, and then I can have a look how this would affect the area. I can always, of course, also move it around and see how this would affect the surroundings in terms of solar potential. So this is really, really cool. And then another way, of course, is to upload your own model. And you can see we support a lot of different 3D model files like GLBs, FBX, Collada files, OBJs, and IFCs as well. And the file size limit is 50 megabytes, but that's quite a lot for 3D models. And let us actually upload this building here, which is a classic saddle rooftop building. And also neat, the button is at the same time also a progress bar, so I can see how long it will take me to upload my model. This model is actually around 44 megabytes large, so not the smallest model, so of course it will take a little bit. Now that I've uploaded my 3D model, you can see Shadowmap brings it into my viewport automatically, and it also adjusts the size, the scale of it, so it sort of fits into the surroundings. And let me for a moment just exit the solar analytics mode and just have a regular view of our 3D surroundings. So this is the building model. It's got a lot of detail in it. It also got some transparent parts like these window fronts here. And Shadowmap also can recognize these transparent areas and use them for its calculation. So you can see if I adjust my time slider here, it will actually take into consideration those transparent windows as well. And the cool thing is it also takes it into consideration for solar analytics. So this is really, really neat. And you can see how it instantaneously changes the visualization based on the new data by a custom upload.